Good evening, everybody. It's Mike, KD2KOG, part of the technical support staff here at SDRplay.com. Happy birthday to the RSP1. 2 days ago, it was 5 years old. Big congratulations to SDR Play on that humongous milestone. All right, I received an email asking me to cover Black Cat Systems Slow Scan TV decoding the International Space Station. I've been trying for 2 days. 2 or 3 days now to try to get a decent decode of slow scan TV being transmitted from the International Space Station, which is FM on 145.8, and we're going to try it again. So I'm going to pause the video. Actually, let's just take a quick peek. I'll put some links in the description of what sites I'm using, but the main site I use is satflare.com, and it tracks the International Space Station, and it's going to give me a good idea if it's going to, it's going to show me if it's going to pass over my house or not. So let's just take a quick peek. All right, right now it's right about here, and let's see. Shortly, it should be coming right over Florida, and here's the range ring, and should be good. I don't know how soon until that passes, but like I said, I'll put a link in the description for this site. And I'm going to put a link in the description for a second site that I use to see if actual slow scan images are being transmitted. And down on the bottom of this page is a link to Twitter. And a lot of people post their slow scan pictures on Twitter, and I use this as a gauge to see if the International Space Station is still transmitting. So if you see Twitter posts that show 5 minutes, it just was posted 5 minutes ago, chances are it's still transmitting. So let me just find that real quick. This is a really good site. The Space Comms here really explains everything, basically soup to nuts, on the International Space Station and slow scan TV. So let's just find that one section real quick. And here's that Twitter link. And it looks like there was one posted 5 hours ago. As you can see here, it shows 5 hours ago. And before that one, there was one posted 12 hours ago. So this is going to be hit or miss if I can get a signal from the International Space Station. So this is what we do. Let's close out Black Cat Slow Scan TV. We launch SDRuno. I'm using a Bonito ML200. Its frequency range is from, I believe, 100 hertz, 100 kilohertz, all the way up to 200 megahertz. So this should be good. I'm using it on an RSP Duo on Tuner 2, and the gain is at max gain. We're set at 145.800. Our RX control settings for the output is going to our virtual audio cable. I'll also put a link in the description on how to set up a VAC. You can use virtual audio cable or VB cable, either one, doesn't matter. So we're piped out. Let's unmute it. Okay, we're good there. We're FM, narrow FM. I believe it's 12K. It's either 12 or 15K. And you're going to want to have the EX control panel open because there's Doppler shift. And when the International Space Station is flying overhead, it's going to drift. And the AFC, which is automatic frequency control, is going to lock on and compensate for that frequency drift. But you need a fairly strong signal for it to lock on pretty well. Let me see if I can actually demonstrate the AFC. Then I'll launch Black Cat Systems Slow Scan TV. So let's go to a FM station, FM broadcast station. Let's lower the gain. Okay, we'll put it on stereo wide FM 192. I'll go here and I'll enable the AFC, and you'll see it's tracking right to that center perfectly. Let's unmute it. Okay, and as you can see, I'll move it and let's see if it tracks. And there it goes. All right, let's get back to the space station. Let's what do we want to do? We want to disable the AFC for now. We want to go back to 145.800. We want it at max gain. So FM, 12K, could be 15K. I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference between 12 and 15. And you're going to launch Black Cat Systems Slow Scan TV. First thing I do when I launch this app is I hit Control and L. I clear the screen. My input is set for virtual audio cable. Let's just make sure that we get a signal when we unmute. Okay, we do. None of this stuff here, you don't have to touch any of this. Just hit reset for all three. It's going to automatically detect the slow scan TV mode for you. And most likely it's going to be, I think it's Scotty 120 or Scotty 1. It's one of the Scotty modes for the International Space Station, I believe. Let me hit Control L again. So I'm going to let this sit on this frequency. If the International Space Station is flying over, if it is flying overhead and I'm able to get a signal, I will unpause this video and we'll actually do a decode. So stay tuned.